sip my coffee. Now, there's a lot of people out here who have been angry at the old man. Okay? The old man being me. A lot of the times I don't be understanding where the anger comes from. And I'm not trying to play it like some kind of ignorant, like, I don't know. Like, I get where it comes from, but I don't understand why. And I'll explain. So we've been doing our thing over here for about 5 years now. And, you know, back before I started doing this podcasting thing, I used to have a lot of the same opinions that people think about in the scene about gatekeeping and different things like that. And to a degree, it has been true. You know what I'm saying? When we had different things in play, when the radio was the bar, was the only way in. You know what I'm saying? When, you know, the only way that you can get yourself out there to the public is when you are being played on the video shows, whether it's on Much Music or even if you got on MTV or BT. Those are the only ways for a rapper to be able to publicize their stuff. And for the people on Instagram Live, if you're wondering why I'm like looking into space and not looking at y'all, salute to everybody in there. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what up, party next door? Salute, salute. You know what I'm saying? Real one. I'm talking about the game here, and I'm on Twitch right now. If you all want to tap into Twitch, twitch.tv/WeLoveHipHop. I was having a little pre-rant to the rant that I'm going to have now, talking about how, and you know what? Let's circle that back around before I even get into what I'm going to get into. For the people who are on Instagram right now, I appreciate y'all follows. I appreciate y'all love. You know what I'm saying? The whole team appreciates it. But we're on a whole bunch of different platforms. There's people who are on Instagram who don't watch our YouTube videos. That's fine if you just don't feel like it. But if you're not aware of it, we're announcing that we have, when I post these clips on YouTube, they're not clips that we produced with 4K cameras and fucking how many hundreds of dollar microphones that were just created for Instagram. Okay? They're audio podcast pieces that were converted to YouTube that you now get a piece on Instagram. Okay? So when people hit me up on the street and they're like, yo, I fuck with your podcast. I seen you on Instagram. Salute, but fuck you at the same time because we're not an Instagram show. Okay? I'll leave that for the lazy niggas. We put in work around here. All right? So with that being said, we've got a Twitch. We've had a Twitch for a while. We're trying to grow our subscribers or we're trying to grow our followers. If you all want to hear music, your music, okay? Because I usually run about an hour of music before I get into these rants. You need to pull up on our Twitch, twitch.tv/WeLoveHipHop. It's not called something else. So it's not going to be like, oh my God, why did you call your show We Love Hip Hop, but the fucking Twitch is called fucking We Love Country? No, it's called We Love Hip Hop. So it's easy to find. You know what I'm saying? But y'all niggas got to look for it. Because I bet you any money, I'll bet you my left nut, okay, that if Academic said, yo, we're having a Toronto Twitch right now, none of you motherfuckers would be in this Instagram Live right now. You'd be over there on his Twitch watching with your fucking popcorn. So do the same for the home team. Okay? And then we'll continue, and then I'll continue to talk about what I'm talking about, okay? But I'm not doing these shits on Instagram no more. Not when we have other platforms like Twitch. All right? Peace. Now for y'all, there's a lot of motherfuckers in this city, and I've been receiving some hate from different directions. And don't get me wrong, not an overwhelming amount of hate where it's like, well, why are you fucking doing this? More people hate you than love you. Because that's not facts, okay? It's a very small percentage. I'm talking about a 0.005%, okay? So less than 1%. But in this 1%, these old figgity fucks be super aggressive. I tried to deny it at first, like, yo, nah, fam, you're tripping. There's no way that niggas is that mad. They said, what? Nah, fam. For what? Not over a fucking content, not over a podcast. Nah, there's no way. What? He said he's going to do what to me? Really? Over a podcast? No. Come on, fam. You got to give man them the benefit of the doubt. Give them more credit than that, fam. That niggas ain't going to be like threatening harm and all types of wild shit because they didn't get a chance to be on a fucking show that's not at the level of even Queen's Flip's show. No, there's no way. Yes, way. Okay? I'm not going to blow up anybody's spot. Whoever the cap fit, they can fucking wear it. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of old heads, or not a lot, I want to rephrase that. There's a few old heads that be running around this city and they talk about me. They don't talk, sometimes they talk about me to me, but for the most part, they talk about me behind my fucking back. And they're like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? Yo, what's wrong with your homie, fam? You know what I'm saying? He be on some bullshit, bro. Well, what did he do? Well, you know, he had these fucking fuckheads on the show the other day. So, okay, he had your brethren on the show too. What did he do? Well, you know, true say, I wanted to get on the show and you know, I tried to holler at him and he said, yo, you know, we'll talk about it soon, but like, yo, what the fuck, man? And I see all these fuck goofies on the show instead of me. Oh, that's why you mad? Well, you know, it's that, but it's not just that. Because you obviously, when you minimize the shit to something as stupid as, oh, I didn't get on the show, niggas got to try to move the goalpost a little bit. Like, nah, that's not why I'm mad. There's way bigger reason why I'm mad. He slapped my girlfriend or something. You know, like, you got to try to make up something. Because, like, to be mad because you didn't get on a show, it sounds like some real whack-ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about not mad, like, you know, just a little salty, like, fuck. The nigga's dissing. My shit is hot. Fire. Dial on. No. I'm talking to, like, highly upset. Like, yo, this pussy, when I see him, yo, watch when I see this guy. Yo, it's outside's open now, eh? Watch when I see this guy. Why? Why, my nigga? Because you didn't get on a fucking podcast? Why? Why do I gotta worry about now I gotta fucking maybe put my freedom in jeopardy to put one of y'all motherfuckers in a box because I do content? I used to sell crack. You think I give a fuck about worrying about my life about content? That makes y'all the fucking stupid niggas. Because if the shit that I'm doing is so important and I'm such a fuck boy, or sorry, if the shit that I'm doing is so waste and I'm such a fuck boy, why the fuck you want to be on it? Riddle me this. I'm hearing shit like I'm a fucking gatekeeper. And I'll bring it back full circle because when I started this podcast shit, I used to kind of feel the same way. But in my defense, when I used to feel that way, it was kind of true. If you weren't doing certain things, you weren't going to get on the radio. If you weren't doing certain things, you weren't going to get your shit played on much music. Far less more fucking getting it on Vibe, on much Vibe. You had to play ball. You had to know the right people. You had to do the right things. Way more than you have to do now. And if you didn't know the right people, chances are you probably ain't going to go nowhere in your music career. That's fucking gatekeeping. Okay? All this is pre-2006. I'll repeat. All this is pre-2006. And I'll even make it further. In 2012, when Instagram came around, fuck that. I skipped a whole bunch of steps. When SoundCloud came around, I don't want to hear fuck all about a gatekeeper. Ain't nobody stopping me from getting on this fucking microphone. When I want to go on YouTube and upload a video, there's nobody at the YouTube gate saying, no, you can't upload the fucking video. Unless it doesn't go up, their community standards. Which means like I'd have to be doing some really crazy shit for them to say, no, you can't put the video up at all. Okay? TuneCore doesn't have a fucking vetting system that says, yo, your music's trash. You can't fucking sign up to our app. All they need is your credit card number so that you can pay to upload your shit. No matter how trash it is. And trust me, it's fucking trash. So with all that being said, whatever gatekeepers that used to exist, and don't get me wrong, when you want to reach certain levels, you want to become a mainstream artist, you know what I mean? You want to be on the billboards all over the fucking world, then there's a few gates that you're probably going to have to get through. Not probably, you're going to have to get through. Okay? But if you don't want to go through those gates, you can also live a very nice lifestyle, have buku money in your pocket, and not have to deal with any of the fuckery. Be a self-sufficient, self-owned, own all your masters because you recorded them in your dusty studio. You know what I'm saying? And go and live your life. Nobody's stopping you. We Love Hip Hop is not stopping you from getting the 2,000 views that you might have accumulated on your music videos. Being on our podcast will help a little bit. But if niggas don't care about you, they're not going to care about you more being on our show. It's just going to spotlight more of the fact that you're fucking trash. So with that being said as well, salute to Fresh from Fresh and Fit. With that being said, and there's no gatekeepers, nothing stopping anybody else from starting their own platforms. Nothing stopping anybody else from buying their own cameras. I'm using a webcam right now. I'm not even using the 4Ks. The 4Ks are in a bag right now, chilling, getting ready for the pod tomorrow. Is it? You could do the shit with less. So I don't want to hear shit about, oh, I haven't been able to get on the fucking podcast. Especially if you don't rap or haven't rapped in years. Then fuck off. Nobody cares about your legacy. Only your block cares about your legacy. It's not going to translate to the whole of Canada. Or niggas in the States are going to be like, why is this person on the show? When I go look up their music, the last thing that dropped was about fucking 5 years ago, maybe 10. The fuck am I looking at them for? I try to be diplomatic about it, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm just like, yo, listen, we'll tap in when the timing is right. But some of them motherfuckers, the timing ain't never gonna be right. Niggas ain't never gonna, they didn't care about you all this time. They ain't gonna care about you now just because we got a fucking podcast. Anyhow, I'm not going to give, like I've given my energy. But I'll be damned if I'm over here saying, well, this person, and then this person, and then this person. And trust me, there's a list. I have a motley crew, I call them, you know what I'm saying? Getting my white talk on. I got a little squad of old head haters, you know what I'm saying? Who fucking plucked on their grays every time they see the old man fucking post another fucking thing on YouTube or on Instagram. And they internalized it. Yo, he's talking about the man them. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about you. I ain't even thinking about you. The only time man them cross my mind is when I hear them talking shit about me. Okay? I'll repeat that. The only time you niggas cross my mind is when I heard about y'all talking about me. Other than that, I don't think about you niggas. Skirt 416 says, if you was young in this Toronto era, would you be a rapper? Probably. Because when I was young before I was a rapper. Let me tell you something. If I was young right now, if I was 20-something years old, I'd probably be a rapper. I'd probably have a gazillion chains, just like I had when I was in my young 20s back in the days. I'd probably be on my drill shit, making mad mistakes on my way to my first bid while getting mad money off of TuneCore. Let me show you about how much there's no fucking gate in this thing we call hip hop right now. Do you guys know how much money roughly that Casper, the neighborhood ghost, makes from TuneCore, from his streams off of YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, all the different streaming platforms? Because it's not a couple of hundred a month or a couple dozen, make up $50 a month. The man's making a few grand a month, and not 1-2 grand, probably in the high fives and ups. Not to get in his pocket or expose his pockets like that. But y'all can do the math when it comes to streams. You know what I'm saying? Of how much people get per stream and the amount of streams and monthly listeners that he has. The nigga's getting money as a rapper. Okay? He doesn't have a record deal. He has prospects, but he's not signed. There's guys who are signed to the majors out here who are not doing as well as Casper the Neighborhood Ghost. And if those people are signed with the quote unquote gatekeepers and all the so-and-so, all the stupid fuck shit that you dumb old heads talk about, and he ain't signed, why the fuck's he doing better? While he's in jail, his brother K Money gets more streams than some of these niggas who are signed to contracts out here on road. Probably makes more money off of his music because he's an independent artist than some of these guys who are getting fucked by the labels. Even though, salute to the labels, I do business with some of these labels. But as somebody who knows the industry, we all know that labels fuck artists. So you run to be with this quote unquote gatekeepers so you can do what? Get fucked? There's a lot of people who circumvent, big word time, circumvent the whole gatekeeper or the major labels and all that type of shit and cake up and are doing fine. When I wanted to fucking get my voice heard, I rapped. I went to mad radio stations. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't get on the major radio stations. I went onto the college stations. You know what I'm saying? Try to do as many of them as possible. When I ran out of college stations to go to and I wanted to still continue to extend my voice so that people could listen to my raps, I started making content. Okay? I took this advice from a publicist that I was paying $500 a month to so that I can get my rap shit more popping. Okay? Let me repeat that. I got that advice from a publicist who I was spending $500 a month with, which in the grand scheme of things isn't that much. But, $500 a month is still $500 a month. And I paid that. And I was wondering, I'm getting articles all over the place and, I'm like, wow, okay, this publicist thing is working, but my music video views they're going up, but not as much as I want them to. I want 1 million views, man. I want to be famous, bro. I want to be fucking Jay-Z, bro. What's going on? Why? Why is the shit not popping like I want to? And she told me, you have to make more content outside of the rap. And when you do that, people will tune in to your channel and tap into your music videos as well, because they want to hear more of the artist's story. Right? So I did that. I'm talking about vlogs like crazy. Even rants like, quote unquote, what I'm doing now, where I'll just film them on my iPhone or my fucking Android, upload them to YouTube on the YouTube channel, on my Friday Ricky Dred YouTube channel that I had at the time. I'm doing that. I'm doing food reviews. I'm going to restaurants, reviewing the food. None of this shit got nothing to do with fucking music. But I'm doing it. And I'm making music, so it's got something to do with music. And I'm doing that. I did a show for a year straight that was called What Do You Think? It started being called Women, What Do You Think? Where I'm walking up to people in the street, women and men, asking them questions about relationships and stuff like that. Asking women, hey, ever receive a dick pic? And then catching their reactions, ha, 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 ha. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I used to walk up to them with my iPhone. You motherfuckers don't grind, bro. I used to walk up to them with my iPhone. I didn't even have a camera to look like I'm a serious producer of content. I'll just be like, hey, can I film you for my YouTube channel? I'm doing a show where I ask people relationship questions. It's only going to take a few minutes. Okay? And once they fucking go and they respond to that pitch with a yes, I back out the phone. And I'm like, okay, so let me start asking you some questions. Wow, so professional. But I fucking did it anyway. For a year straight. Don't fucking tell me nothing. You niggas try doing something, it doesn't work after 5 weeks and you quit. Shut the fuck up. And in the beat beds of that show, in the beats, in the backgrounds and stuff, my beats. In the intro of the show, my tunes. On the outro of the show, my tunes with, yo, go check out my new album or check out my new fucking music video on this place and that place and ba 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 ba. You know what I mean? Trying to just slide a, little promo in there. Okay? I'm at Caravana. I'm not at Caravana fucking whining and waving and walking up and going on bad. I'm at Caravana fucking filming, borrowing a camera from my brethren. Salute to Johnny Jibbs. Yo, you can hold the beast mode camera. Just don't break that shit. I got you, my nigga. And I'm rolling around the city with the camera. I don't even know how to work that motherfucker. Exposure all off, color correction all crazy. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it until it works. This is all before a podcast. Niggas think I just fucking rolled out of bed and turned on the microphone and all of a sudden we got views on YouTube and 20,000 subs? Suck my dick. You know how many sleepless nights, how many fucking neglected relationships and fucking ones that I've let by the wayside for this shit? While y'all were chasing bitches? Hugging up with your baby moms? Fuck out of here. You know how much time it took before even deciding to do a fucking podcast? And then when a nigga did say, yo, okay, I'm gonna start a fucking pod. Put the same amount of work, even more, into that. Man started with just the phone. One camera. One cameraman in the back, salute to JL. You know what I'm saying? Working the camera. He don't even know how to work it. I think it runs for you. We would get 29 minutes of the fucking podcast on camera. If the shit is an hour and a half, we got 29 minutes. Maybe if we realized, oh shit, the shit went off after 29 minutes. Started off and started again. We didn't even know what the fuck we were doing, but we did it anyway. And y'all niggas use us as the blueprint. I was using Combat Jack as the fucking blueprint. R.I.P. Y'all niggas don't fucking like podcasts. You're not interested in podcasting. You saw what the fuck we were doing and you decided to do some shit. And then you wonder why your shit don't fly. Because you don't have no passion against the game. You're just trying to do the shit for spite. You're not going to get successful if your foundation is off spite. You got to study the game, study the legends. Put in your 10,000 hours. Not be like, oh, fuck that nigga Friday. I heard what he said on this podcast. I'm going to start one too so I can respond. You fuck out of here, bro. You don't even know what a podcast is. And I'm not talking about one person. I'm talking about multiple. Toronto should be ashamed of itself, fam. It's not like I'm going to fucking get the sauce from some secret spot, bro. I pull up the YouTube. I watch $1 Million Worth of Game. I watch The Breakfast Club. I watch fucking Joe Rogan. I watch whoever I watch who've been doing this shit for years. Vlad TV. And say, okay, that's how the color correction should be. Oh, that's the kind of cameras they got. Oh, that's the kind of mics they got. Oh, you know what I mean? Salute to Joe Budden. Same mics as his, fam. I got them because I seen he had one and they doing their thing big. Okay, boom, get that. Go look it up. Okay, that's the standard. Talk to the homie 40. He said, yeah, that's the standard. Get those. What's y'all excuse? Y'all were watching us. There wasn't an us for me to watch. So yeah, I just wanted to get that shit off my chest. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people out here and they hate. It's hate. You know what I'm saying? It's hate because they see the things in me, their own fucking shortcomings, the things that they're not willing to do that I'm willing to fucking do. So they're not mad at me. They're mad at themselves. They're mad at their procrastination. They're mad at their lack of will. They're mad at their lack of imagination. They're not mad at me. They're mad at their own fucking shortcomings. I have a theory when it comes to this podcast shit. I'm talking about specifically with ours. Whether it's the We Love Hip Hop podcast, 6 Views Uncut, but I'll even say even more specifically with ours, because people have, they've seen Herc and I, PK Herc and I as the, yo, if I get on the show with the light skinned guy and the dark skinned guy, yo, watch what? Man, them don't want to do it because they want to make their shit more popular. The niggas who have super issues with me don't have new shit out. The reason that they want to be on the fucking show is so that they can show their young boys, yo, I told you I could be on their show. That motherfucker, I've been seeing him from back in the days. I know him. I'm going to holler at him right now. I'll show you. Next week, I'll be up on their show just now. Watch this. No response. Young boys looking at them left like, come on, fam. 2 weeks pass. You ain't see the old head on the show yet. Young boy, you link back up with the young boy. Young boy's like, yo, fam, didn't you say you were going to be on the We Love Hip Hop thing? You tell me, yeah, soon forward. So don't worry, fam. Yo, don't worry, I know this guy. Don't worry, fam. You're soon forward. You soon see me on there, fam. Okay, say less. But now he looking at the old head like, I don't know if I believe everything he says. 4 weeks pass. 6 weeks pass. 6 months pass. And now the words that you say don't hold as much weight. You're like, yo, run this pack. Yo, hold this burner for me. Yo, do all of this crash dummy shit that you fucking old heads want these young boys to do. But now they don't want to do it, or they give you back chat. And you wonder why. It's because you said you were going to be on that show. And I ain't never seen you get on the show. Matter of fact, now I see you making posts and you seem like you're mad at him, fam. What happened? I thought you were going to be on the show. Nah, man, fuck that nigga. He a goof. That's why I'm not on the show, because he's not a real one like us, right? Yeah. The young head will agree with you. But in the back of his mind, now he's looking at you super sideways like, nah, man, that old head's a goofy, fam. He lied to us, bro. He ain't got as much pull as we thought he had. He said he going to be... And then, you know what even gets worse? When one of the young boys end up being on the show, or they're one of the entourage with one of their young boys who they roll with, who's hot on these streets right now with the rap shit. They done pulled up at the studio with the man them. Yo, I was there. I seen Friday. I seen fucking Gutsy. Yo, Gucci was there. Yo, it was lit. Old heads like, don't like that shit. Don't like that shit over there. Yo, fam, I thought you told me you were going to be on the show with them, fam. What's going on, fam? Like, yo, the studio was lit. I was there. Now you're enraged. Now it's my fault. I made you look less real to your young boys. So now I'm the enemy. Fuck that nigga Friday. How dare he? Yo, he's disrespecting the OGs, disrespecting the foundation. Yo, fuck that nigga, bro. Am I? Or did you just go run and tell your people that you were going to be on and now you feel stupid? That's just my theory. I could be wrong. I'm completely okay with being wrong. I'd rather be wrong. I'd rather be completely wrong about that theory. But I've thought about it. And I don't think I'm wrong, fam.